Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Jeez, so horrible. Anyways, let's get back to what I was saying. Guys, thanks again for joining me today. Happy Hump Day. Welcome back to another live stream. Jeez, been all over the place. You know, this rain has been kind of hectic. But anyways, I want to just apologize ahead of time. So sorry. So sorry. You know, I forgot to even plug in the microphone. Hopefully you guys can hear me. All right. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Yeah, anyway, so sorry guys. I apologize. But yeah, I mean, it's been, like I was saying earlier, it's been storming for days. Today has been like the first day that it's actually like, you can, you know, not hear the rain for a little bit. So as you guys can see, like I'm in the middle of all that right now. It was a lot worse yesterday, a lot worse before that. It was raining really hard during the nighttime and so on and so forth. And again, I just want to apologize for, you know, the sound issues at the very beginning. I want to apologize for, you know, any issues, and especially being late this morning because, again, you know, I woke up this morning and not only was it raining hard, but then it stopped raining. So I was like, all right, let's get the show going. But then I had to update Windows, update the stream thingy. I had to update like everything. I'm like, bro, get the fuck out of here right now with this shit. So it's just one of those days. It's not a big deal though, you know what I mean? Nothing to complain about, you know. Thank God that, you know, at the very least, you know, we have something to complain about, and these are the only issues and nothing else. In fact, again, I wake up every morning and I thank God, you know, I praise, you know, the Lords, you know, and all that shit, or whoever's out there, you know, the fact that, hey, I'm out here in Mexico, I was able to escape. I wasn't so freaking crazy back in the day when I was talking about, you know, all that shit that I've been talking about everything that's happening right now in the U.S. I guess I'm not so crazy after all, huh? So that's kind of like what we're going to be talking about today. We're going to be talking about a lot of things today, you know, mainly the fact that, I haven't, look, I want to just mention something too, mention something real quick. I haven't been on the show, or haven't been doing uploads, you know, on a regular basis for a little while now. First of all, I used to do daily uploads literally for years. Then I stopped this year. I was going to try something different, and I was making episodes, you know, every few days. I have 2 channels, in case no one knows. I got 2 channels in which I make content for. But, you know, again, the other channel is a travel channel. That was, you know, that was put on hold, you know, because obviously of the whole pandemic, scam-demic, fake-demic, you know, situation. Then again, how funny how racism was the cure for COVID. Who knew? Who knew? I mean, today I was literally reading that Italy literally says that they cured COVID. There's no more COVID cases to be had and no more COVID cases to come in the future. What? Anyways,
how dare you?
so that's going on with that. So again, who knew? Who knew that the racism was the actual cure for all this shit? But yeah, if it wasn't for the scamdemic, you know, the fact that, like, you know, all these things that are going on, all the rioting that is going on around the world, not just in the U.S. right now, you know, have been a major contributor to, you know, me being offline a little bit, just basically because I've been so busy. Every day I get letters, I get, you know, I'm saying emails, I get messages on Instagram, I get all kinds of people reaching out to me through all of the mediums. Again, by the way, all the links are at the bottom. You can email me, contact me through the website, you can contact me through Discord, Instagram, Twitter, whatever. Okay, but anyways, the point I'm making is that every single day I wake up to, you know, just about a brand new person or an older person or someone, you know, just reaching out to me saying, hey, I've had enough. Hey, I think I'm going to get out of there now. Hey, I need your help. Hey, I just found your channel. Or hey, I've been watching your channel for a while. I need your help. I want your help. Help. Get me out of here. Get me the fuck out of Dodge. I mean, quote, verbatim, you know, like on a lot of people's thing. And so, you know, for a lot of you guys, I've been working with you guys for a while before any of this happened. For some of you guys, welcome. Some of you guys are brand new to this whole thing. But at the end of the day, you know, the reality is that this is something that a lot of us have been talking about for a while. Look, today in the Discord, I'm going to give a shout out, you know, to Debbie. You know, because right before I go live, you know, Debbie bombards, you know, the chat. By the way, bless her heart. Thank you so much, you know, for all kinds of info. Everything is always welcome on my platforms, okay? Seriously, okay? So I'm never going to be upset. I'm never going to be anything. But I'm always going to give my 2 words, my 2 cents on no matter what. At the end of the day, this is my Discord, my platform. But again, free speech all day, no matter what. But one of the things that she was talking about is like, here, I'll read it verbatim. There's no reason not to, might as well. This is another, a contributor to the show. She's actually, kind of new to the show. But again, please, who knows how long she's been watching. But guys, listen up. This is from Debbie, all right? Guys, listen up. What I'm about to say is not an accusatory tone, because I really, truly believe that Jose has created a nice little community of smart peeps who know what's up. You know what I'm saying? But seriously, guys, y'all need to wake up and not get distracted like a bunch of squirrels. The entire George Floyd stunt was just that, a stunt, a Freemasonry stunt to keep you all distracted. And it's cool because, look, when I hear that, when I read that, it's like, oh, it makes me feel good because it's like, hey, that's something I've been talking about on my channel for a long time. So, when I read that, it's like, well, she must be new. You know what I mean? Because she doesn't know about all the other stuff that I've been talking about for a while. And again, that's why I kind of been quiet for a little bit, because it's like I hate repeating myself over and over and over again. Trust me. I used to be a chef. I don't repeat myself, all right? If I got to repeat myself, I'm already hiring somebody else or doing it myself. That's just the kind of guy I am. But I've also been taking a little bit of a teaching role, a little bit of, the role that I've been, bestowed upon here, doing this stuff that I do on the channel. And, basically, the fact is that, I need to start, getting back and talking about all these things on a regular basis because, now more than ever, this information is needed. And and again, one of the reasons that I get encouraged, by all this and discouraged is the fact that, like, I get encouraged to do more of these videos, when I see, Debbie's message, for example, like, again, she's spread the word out in case you don't know. It's like, well, we kind of all know. That's kind of why I'm quiet, because I figured, hey, it's already too late. The ship has sailed. But the reality is that, there's a lot of people that still need waking up. There's a lot of people that still need, take the red pill, whatever, but they need to get there on their own. We need to help them. We need to, as a community, work together to get from point A to point B. And, right now, more than ever, all this stuff is needed. Look, another reason why I haven't been making as much content as well on my channel is because the fact that a lot of my older videos are getting tons of views. So a lot of the older content that I've been making for a long time, talking about this exact situation or a very similar scenario or situation as all this stuff is going to start playing out in the future. And again, here we are. Again, those older videos are getting a lot of views and traction right now, all the time. And I get every morning I wake up to a bunch of comments and a bunch of everything on my channel as if I had just published a brand new video. So again, a lot of the stuff that I've been saying stands the test of time. And yeah, it just makes me feel good. It makes me feel awesome. The fact that, like, I get to be here and we get to share all this stuff together. By the way, please join the Discord so you can check out, what Debbie was talking about, so you can see the complete message. You can see the videos and the stuff that not only she was providing for all of us, but hey, you can check out the rest of the Discord. Here, I'll give you guys a quick check out. Okay, so here on the side, on the left, you get to see stuff like, again, my video uploads is where I put all the videos. Anyone else can share other YouTubers. I got podcasts, meme review. I got motivational stuff. But then down here at the bottom, we got stuff for like conspiracy, business knowledge, financial knowledge, USA news, world news, financial news, all kinds of stuff. And everybody, all of you guys are more than I encourage everybody to come in here and share your thoughts, share your knowledge, share your info. And again, that's the only way that we can really wake everybody up. That's the only way that we can really defeat this situation. And we're going to talk about more in detail about what do I mean by that, But the only way we can really do anything is through knowledge. All right, is through sharing of knowledge, is through education. And stuff like that. And people eventually, as you lead them to water, they will drink. As you teach them to fish, they will be self-sufficient, and so on and so forth. Okay, it's about giving the proper tools to everybody out there so that we can all, have the proper tools to deal with what's going on right now. Because again, what is going on right now? A lot of the stuff that's going on right now, again, it's a psyop. You're seeing all kinds of stuff right now. Basically, it's they're trying to turn the riots into a race war. They're trying to turn this whole fucking thing on its head. In fact, right now, people are fighting over Corona. People are fighting over Black Lives Matter. People are fighting over the cops suck. People are fighting because the government's a piece of shit. You know, we're finding out that, again, you know, Anonymous just released the fucking information that Trump and Epstein, boom, together. What else? You know, we're finding out that everybody on the left, whether it's George Soros, you know, Biden, every one of these Hollywood guys from Justin Timberlake to fucking, I don't know, I forgot, you know, but other Hollywood types. I'm just picking Justin Timberlake, even though I love the guy, you know, because he's the only one that I remember, you know, that's been doing this. But hey, shame on you, Justin Timberlake. But anyways, what are they doing? They are bailing out these Antifa people that are, you know, causing the trouble. And in fact, we've seen video after video. Okay, enough of the weather, right? You guys already know it's fucking storming out here. You guys can get it. You guys already got it. But you know, we've seen video after video after video of the cops, you know, basically breaking shit, you know, burning stuff, you know, causing the havoc. You know, we're seeing. There was a video of a group of people. There's like 2 or 3 store owners that had a pawn shop, and there was a bunch of looters that were coming in to loot them. This is in Van Nuys, California. By the way, the same neighborhood I fucking lived in before I came out here. But anyways, in Van Nuys, California, by the way, it was a great Peruvian restaurant in that neighborhood. Okay, sorry. Got distracted. Stay on target. But anyways, in that same neighborhood, there was a pawn shop, a gold dealer, a gold shop, whatever, and the looters were knocking on the door. They were about to break in, and they were the owners were calling the cops. The cops were not reacting, so the owners came out with shotguns in order to push these fuckers away. They weren't shooting at them. They were just, you know, brandishing weapons, as any American has the right to do, in order to, you know, again, push back these looters that were going to take over the store. And what happened? Well, I'm going to tell you what happened. The fucking police showed up. They arrested the guys with the shotguns, and then they let the looters loot. All right. In fact, and I can show you plenty of other videos of other individuals out there looting, spray painting, doing all kinds of horrible damage, and you see the cops standing right next to them, in a sense, protecting the looters. And they're going after the people that are protecting their business, protecting their livelihood, protecting their everything. So, you know, the thing is that, you know, the reality is that, you know, we're seeing a major psyop of the world right now. I mean, it can't be any more self-evident. It can't be more, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know how much more in your face do you need this shit to be. But, you know, again, we're seeing so many factions, so many things fighting, not just for power, but for brain space inside your brain right now. Because, like I was saying, again, by the way, a little quick shout out to the Boomer and the Zoomer. If you guys enjoy this kind of content, check me out, okay? On the Boomer and the Zoomer, okay? Links are at the bottom description of this. And if you can't find it, please ask in any one of the mediums from, you know, that I've mentioned before. But yeah, I got a podcast, you know, every Tuesday and every Thursday night at 9 p.m. Eastern Central, we go live on YouTube talking about all these things. And I, you know, re-upload that same podcast onto the podcast thing that I have, the podcast platform that I have. So by the way, guys, out there, if you guys enjoy just the audio more than anything else, just check me out on your favorite podcast thing, okay? Whether it's on your phone or whether it's on anything, you know, whether it's iPhone, what is it, Apple iTunes, Spotify, Castbox, whatever, Google Podcasts. Just search my name, search the Boomer and the Zoomer, and you're going to see every single week I'm putting up 2 podcasts, plus what I'm doing here, plus I'm going to be doing more videos and all that stuff. But anyways, as I was saying, you know, talking about that stuff right there, you know, the reality is that what's going on right now is that everyone is right and everyone is wrong. You know, meaning the fact that there's so much information being thrown at us, okay, from every fucking angle, all right, in order to fucking confuse us and make us think everything except what's really going on. You know, because the reality is, I talk about all the time the fact that, you know, the Clintons and the left are on the same side as Trump and the right. And we can see that because, again, you know, we just found more evidence that Trump, you know what I mean, was, you know, indicted and gone to court with Epstein. So Trump and Epstein are together. So they're all part of the same fucking thing. Plus all the things that are going on in government. You know what I mean? We talk about this many times. I'm going to let you guys watch the other shows on these things that I talk about. But, again, I go through proof after proof after proof that, ever since Trump got elected, he fucking, literally fucked everyone over. And now, he is, following the same old agenda, following the NWO agenda, following the New World Order agenda, following the same agenda that Hillary would have, followed. In fact, the reason that they put Trump in power is to keep all these conservative militia type, the ones that would actually be taking over the government, to keep them at bay. Because that's the thing, right now, as Trump is president, you're seeing everyone that is conservative, everyone that would be, anti-government, everyone that would be, trying to take over the government at this moment in time. You see them holding back, just holding their guns, just waiting, and again, waiting for Trump, waiting for, waiting for the fearless leader to fucking tell them what to do, waiting for fucking Q to drop his next Q fucking thing or whatever. Because again, if it would have been Hillary as president, what you're witnessing right now, that would have happened 3 years ago. And that's the truth, all right? There's a reason why they fucking put Trump in there, and he's going to be there for another 4 years in order to keep, keep this thing moving along, And look at the national debt. We're almost at 26 trillion and counting. We're going to see 50 trillion before you fucking know it. And people are like, who cares? I'm like, who cares? You're the one still paying taxes as they fucking print money out of oblivion. You're not even asking yourself, why do you got to pay taxes if they can just print it? Well, again, you got to pay taxes because you're a fucking slave. So you better shut the fuck up and pay those taxes. Put on your fucking mask and shut the fuck up. But anyways, I digress. The point I was trying to make is the fact that they put so much knowledge out there. I mean, so much information out there that no matter who you talk to, they're right and they're wrong. So, for example, someone's going to say, it's like, oh, the police are always beating the black guy. Well, that's true. But they're also beating the Hispanic, like me, because they have, and we've talked about it many times. They beat the white guy up, in fact, more. They beat up everybody. Everybody gets an equal beating. We talked about it many times in the show, where I've shown you videos of grandmas getting fucking harassed and beat up, every single fucking color, shape, and fucking language. Not just grandmas, but your fucking mother, but your brother. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I got plenty of friends, white, with fucking blue eyes and fucking blonde hair, named fucking Johnny Be Good, for crying out loud, or whatever, you know what I mean? The whitest, the whitest fucking name, whitest fucking guy you can imagine. And again, they live in a white community, and what are the cops gonna do? They don't have any black people to fucking harass, so they're gonna harass you, the white guy, because, whatever. And that's it. And then again, you get harassed the same way. Meaning it's all about class warfare and all this stuff. If you're driving a BMW, you're not going to get harassed. But if you're walking to the 7-Eleven, you're going to get harassed. And it's just same old shit. And again, I'm not going to fucking beat the dead horse here. This Lambo gets scared. But the reality is that, again, everyone's right and everyone's wrong. And that's the point of all they're trying to do is create a ginormous psyop. They're trying to confuse the fuck out of everybody so that everyone is not paying attention to what we have on the screen right there, which is the debt, which is, the economy, which is the fact that everybody is starving. Everyone is fucking the reason everyone is on the street every fucking day is because they don't have a fucking job. Notice that a lot of times when we have any kind of riots, any kind of civil unrest, it only happens on the weekends. That's the only time people have, a lot of people have Monday to Friday to fucking work. They got a job, you know what I mean? And shit like that. And by the time the protest starts on Friday afternoon, it'll go through Saturday. And then by the time Sunday evening rolls around, everybody got to get home and get ready for work. And then they're going to be talking about around the water cooler what the fuck they did all week. Oh yeah, I was out there rioting for Black Lives Matter, for fucking, Horse Lives Matters, or for fucking I Love Yellow, whatever, all right? But the reality is that right now most people are not just out of work, they're out of food, out of money, out of fucking hope, out of fucking everything. Out of fucking patience, out of, like they've had it. How about this? Let me give you a little quote, okay? This is where we are right now.
We are sick and tired of being sick and tired.
How dare you?
So that's where we're at right now. You know what I mean? And so, when you're seeing everything that's going on right now, it's, again, you're seeing that the police are not there to protect you or care about you. They're only there to protect themselves, to protect government entities, to protect, what their interest. You know, why are you paying taxes? You know, when you call the cops and they're not coming to fucking help you, you got to get your own motherfucking gun, your own bat, your own machete, your own whatever, and you got to stand guard in front of your house, in front of your business, and hope to God that, you know what I mean, you can fucking push them away. And when you do push them away, a lot of times, depending on the state that you're in, again, if you're in Florida and you shoot at fucking people trying to rob you, listen, the cop is not going to give a fuck, all right? The cop is going to be like, okay, good, stand your ground law, good for you. But if you're in California and you don't even shoot, you just point a gun at someone that's trying to steal your shit, you're going to jail. You're going to fucking jail. And now you're seeing all of a sudden, nobody's talking about gun rights. Nobody's fucking talking about take away your guns. No, in fact, you're seeing people right now during these fucking riots buying guns in record amounts. In fact, I forgot the actual percentage, but I think it's like 41% of all gun buys in the last like week or two have been brand new gun owners. So that goes to show you. That goes to show you, you know, the state of the union, right? Anyways, so I mean, you know, the reality is that right now, what is going on? Is it a revolution or is it a civil war? If you're gonna be asking me, which you are, in fact, I'm asking myself for you guys. Sorry, I can't help it. The reality is that we're slowly descending into a civil war. Something that, again, I have been talking about many times before. You know, we're now treading a very, very thin line. We're walking on thin ice right now, and basically it's either revolution or straight up civil war. And it's not looking like we're moving towards revolution. It looks like we're moving towards civil war, because again, you're seeing all these agent provocateurs all over the place. You know, all these, you know, umbrella men, you know, all these people that are Antifa, all of these cops, CIA, National Guard individuals in uniform, breaking things, setting things on fire, all kinds of stuff. I'm not going to play the videos. You guys can find them yourself. I'm sure you guys are already tired of watching these fucking videos yourself. They're all over YouTube. There's nothing else to watch. Well, there's tons to watch, but, you know, most of the people want to watch a fucking disaster. But, you know, you can find these videos out yourself all over the fucking internet. You know what I mean? And it's crazy. It's crazy to the point where, you know, people are, you know, I'm hoping I can kind of see a little glimmer of hope of people waking up and pushing back against Antifa, pushing back against these horrible cops, and trying to take over their communities again, and trying to take their communities back, and trying to take over their, you know, their everything, their city back, their homes back, their property back, and then realizing, slowly waking up, slowly taking the red pill without ever, you know what I mean? The red pill was, in a sense, forced down a lot of people's throats as all this is happening. And a lot of people, that's why you're seeing a lot of people buying guns. You know, a lot of people now really seriously talking about these things that we are talking about, because that's it. You know what I mean? Once you have a gun pointed to your fucking head, you know what I mean? And you didn't do anything, that is the quickest fucking wake-up call anyone can get. All right, because you are literally, you know, just a few seconds from dead. All right, and all of a sudden, all that bullshit, all right, that you had in your fucking brain just disappears, and all of a sudden you wake up. That happens to so many people all the fucking time. Because look, even me, I have been this way for a long time, but before I got arrested, you know, 3 years ago, before I dealt with my situation with Texas, hey man, I was a little bit more sympathetic. I was like, cops are just cops, you know, they're shitty and horrible, but, you know, you can deal with them and stuff like that. But until they fucking arrested me again, you know, the reason I got arrested was for resisting arrest. And why did I get a resisting arrest? Because I asked him, why are you stopping me? Why are you arresting me? That was enough to fucking put a stop to all of my rights. And then that's when I really realized where I did not have any rights, and nobody has any rights. Even though I knew that, I really wasn't hit with that brick until it actually happened to me. All right? And that's what's going on right now. A lot of people are getting hit in the head by these bricks, okay, of life, which are, in a sense, red pills. Because as they're hoping that the National Guard is going to protect them in their home, and all of a sudden they're getting shot at by those same exact people. All of a sudden, the same people that were, you know, all pro-government, they're not pro-government no more. All right? And you know, we're seeing a lot of this. We're seeing a lot of people just waking the fuck up and realizing that it's not what we think, man. It never was, and it never will be. You know what I mean? Like, the only way that we're ever going to get back to America, back to freedom, back to everything, is that we gotta fucking overthrow the fucking government. We have to fucking go to the streets and demand our fucking rights back. And you're starting to see some of that. You're starting to see some of that. But when you're seeing a lot of the Antifa people, when you're seeing a lot of the, Black Lives Matter people, when you're seeing a lot of the, again, all the sympathizers, okay, with death and destruction, whether it's the cops, it doesn't matter who the fuck it is out there, what are they doing? They are causing havoc so that we are separated and not together. Because again, with the whole George Floyd thing, that was beyond disgusting. That was beyond horrible. But when I looked at that, I didn't just look at, that could have been, that's every black guy. No. Remember, my name is Jose Arteaga. That could have been me. All right? That could have been me. And that not just, it could have been me. It was me at one point. And not just me, but plenty of other motherfuckers named Jose or fucking Pedro or Gonzalez or whatever the fuck. All right? It doesn't have to be just Tyrone. All right? All right? It can be Tim. It can be John Smith. It could be anyone out there. All right? And that's the thing. That's how they're trying to separate us. Because look, that whole fucking racism thing, that goes everywhere. All right, I'm Hispanic, raised in Miami. I was raised with more black people than white people. And from the age of until like fucking 30 years old, I probably knew 10 white guys, and I knew hundreds of black people because I was raised in Miami. Not many white people were down there. They kind of made themselves a little sporadic. It was basically all Hispanics and all black people. So I have a lot more sympathy for the black person because, hey, I was raised with them. I used to go to cookouts. I used to fucking work with them. I used to do everything. And the white man was the man. You know what I mean? Like, they were the ones, they were fucking cracking that whip on me and everybody else. And that was the fucking reality of it, all right? That's how I was raised and what I came out of. So I, just like the black man, was scared of the white man. Guess what? Until I moved out of fucking Florida and I started living in other parts of the world, in other parts of the country like Seattle, LA, other parts of the country, just traveling and seeing, and I'm like, oh, wait a minute, white people are pretty cool. They're nice. In fact, there's racist white people just like there's racist black people because, again, I was raised in, with black people, and a lot of fucking black people were super crazy racist, just like Hispanics are, just like white people are, just like everybody is. In fact, the most fucking racist people out there are usually your fucking grandma, and that's the truth, all right? So, all right? Usually grandpas, by the time they get to a certain age, they're like, fuck it, I just want to fucking sit here and drink my thing and whatever. But grandmas, they get more vocal and more vocal. But anyways, that's another side fucking thing for, for another day. But the reality is that, this whole racism thing, it's all over the fucking place, all right? And it's every community, it's every group, it's everything. Back in Miami, some black people were racist towards Cubans, some Cubans were racist towards blacks. We had self-segregation. A lot of people are like, oh, are you from the South? I'm like, have you seen Florida on the map? You can't get any more South than where I am, so So it's pretty fucking south, all right? And all that shit. So, I was raised with all that stuff. And the reality is that, again, you know what I mean? Like, when I see the Black Lives Matter shit, and that shit's funded by the left, funded by, George Soros, funded by a certain agenda, a certain ideology, you're like, well, wait a minute here. What the fuck is going on? You know what I mean? Why can't it be, why can't we focus on police brutality? Why can't we focus on the over-militarization of our police force? Why can't we focus on the fact that everyone across the board has absolutely zero rights? Why can't we focus on the fact that everyone at a moment's notice can get arrested, can get thrown in jail, and never be seen ever again? Because it happens all the fucking time. Why can't we talk about these things? Well, because, right now, white people are saying, hey, but they fucking arrest white people too. Black people are like, oh, but they fucking target black people more. Oh, and then everybody has their, like, woe is me, playing their little fucking violin. Hold on. Oh, my group is worse than the others. Help me. Help my group. When in the reality is that they're fucking us all over equally. Unless you're in the 0.001% of the fucking people out there, with like blue blood and like 3 trillion in your fucking bank account. Yeah, exactly. You're so fucking rich, you don't even come out in the richest people on the Forbes list. Yeah, because there's even richer people than those people on that list. All right, look it up, look into it. But the reality is, unless you're in that group, yeah, man, you don't count, bro. You're a peon just like everything else. There's only a small little group of people. And we've talked about it many times, a small little group of people, most of you guys fucking know it already, They're the ones that rule the world. They're the ones that fucking decide everything. Make sure that, you know, you're in your fucking chains, that you're thinking their fucking ideology, and that you're all fucking fighting against each other, and not looking at what I have on the screen there, which is not just the deck clock, but you know, what's really going on. Because the less you pay attention to the money, the less you pay attention to what's really going on with the economy, the more you're going to be poor, the more you're going to be a slave, the more you're going to fucking, you know, just, you know, get poorer, and so on and so forth. I mean, again, you know, that's why I spend a lot of my time talking about, you know, the importance of financial education, that you need to know what the fuck, you know, why do you need to have a gold and silver coin? Why do you got to have Bitcoin? What do you got to have these fucking things? And by the way, I'm also getting tons of fucking emails and messages and all kinds of shit from people like, hey, can you tell me what's the best way to buy Bitcoin? Hey, what do you think about buying silver here? Anyways, all kinds of questions about things like that. And so I answer a few questions as best I can, and then I tell people, hey, look, check out this video that I put up. Check out this video that Mike Maloney put up. Check out this information, but do some research on your own. This is a long, you know, educational process that you need to start yesterday, all right? But a lot of you guys already know these things. A lot of you guys that are here with me watching, you know, this stuff and you know, we're talking amongst each other here. We know what's up. But there's a lot of people that have no fucking idea. They have no fucking idea what the hell's going on. And everybody's fighting against each other. They're now even more so fighting against each other. And again, it's all about, you know, keep everybody separate, right? So that they can do what they want to do. All right? Again, instead of fighting against the government, we're here fighting amongst ourselves. Fucking horrible. All right, so what I'm going to do right now is, like, I've been talking for like 30 plus minutes straight. So I'm going to put a little music for a second. All right, let's see what this music here is. I just picked this randomness. And then I'm going to read some comments, all right? I'm going to read the comments in the chat, all right? I see you guys are, you know, going cray up in there. But anyways, shout out to you guys. Shout out to every one of my viewers out there. Shout out to every one of my patrons. Shout out to every single one of the contributors out there. Shout out to every single person out there that is always here or not here or whatever, but just around in the community, you know, for reals, you know, like a big shout out to everyone. And when I say contributors, I'm not just saying, you know, anyone that sends me a few bucks here or there. I'm literally talking about the contributors that I have to the channel, you know, that give up information, that works with me doing podcasts and, you know, doing research and putting the show together and talking about these stuff and yada yada yada. So, you know, just shout out to all of you guys out there, all right? Even if you're a first-time listener, shout out to you. If you really want to help the show, spread the knowledge. Share this video. That's what you can do, okay? More than anything else. All right. Let me see what we got here. So shout out to Hanson. Shout out to Opie. By the way, Hanson, that's the guy that I do the Boomer and the Zoomer show. And we're going to do another live show tomorrow. And I'm going to be uploading last night's show later today, okay? Shout out to Heaven. Shout out to Hanson, Opie, Silent Lamb, Lucy in the house. Shout out to, let's see who else we got in there. Enflo, Debbie, MK. Yeah, we're going to... Nano Joe, I think I saw Nano Joe up in there. That's right, you know, live streaming from the middle of the eye of the hurricane. Not giving a fuck out here. All right, let me see. Yeah, Silent Lamb says it's like when you get people one-on-one, they tend to be reasonably okay. But in a group, they have the hive mentality takes over. And you're 100%, you know, that's what it is, man. You know, look, how about this? You know, look, I mean, you guys saw my thumbnail today. It was just my fat face on a black background. That was my protest to the stupidity of yesterday. You know, because again, right now, you know, we're in very troubling times. And when anybody, you know, types hashtag Black Lives Matters on, you know, hashtag Black Lives Matters on your Instagram, you know, you're supposed to be getting all kinds of, you know, videos and pictures of police brutality and fucking brutality and just, you know, like the you know, the things that are going on. But because everybody was psyoped in order to, you know, post that black thing, I mean, if you were going through your Instagram or Twitter or any one of social medias, all you're seeing was black. And when you put the search in the tag, you know, you search the hashtag, all you're seeing is black. And again, it's like, bro, what part of, like, do you not understand that they're psyopting everybody, all right, in order so that, you know, instead of literally seeing what's going on right now, all you're seeing is black, you know, just a black thing. And it's like, bro, You know what I mean? Like, you guys are literally participating in the fucking censorship of your own fucking cause. And it's like, just people just don't fucking realize that. And so what did people, when a few people started realizing that, what did they do? Oh, they still put in the black, but they used another hashtag, or they used something cute like fucking, whatever. You know, you've seen them. I don't gotta go through the fucking thing again. But it's like, come on, man. You know, think for yourselves, people. You know? And by the way, so like what you were saying earlier in the chat, Debbie, that's how I talk to my audience all the fucking time. You know, I'm always telling people, wake the fuck up. Wake the fuck up. You know, do your part. You know what you need to do, and so on and so forth. All right, and that's the thing. You know what I mean? Like, it's a lot of people right now. Unfortunately, we're just lost. You know, with all the stuff that's going on. Even people like me out here. You know, as much as I know or think I know, what I really know is that I don't know jack shit. You know what I mean? Like, I'm out here just trying to prepare myself and you guys that are listening as best as possible. But you know, the reality is that we can only predict or try to predict what could happen from here going forward, but we have no idea. Just like look how quickly they fucking they quarantined the whole world. They stuck the whole world under fucking communism. All of a sudden now everyone's rioting, and now they're trying to they're trying to make the riots even worse, to use that as an excuse to trap you guys in your homes even further, even longer. And you guys are already used to being trapped in your homes, but now you're going to be forced to be trapped in your homes at gunpoint, because again, if you're outside your home, you're gonna get shot because you're labeled Antifa now, even though you're not, even though you're probably just gonna go get some fucking McDonald's. But that's the world that we're moving into. So what's gonna happen? You know, are the people gonna push back enough to the point where you're fighting against the other people, aka civil war, meaning, you know, the people that are pro-Trump fighting against the people that are pro-Antifa, you know, the people that are not wearing their mask, you know, with the people that are wearing their mask? Because again, left, you wear your mask, you're Antifa, you support a certain ideology and agenda. And if you're right, you're not wearing your mask, you're wearing your gun, and you have your own set of ideology and agendas, and now, you know, you're fucking fighting against each other. You know, one is like, oh, Black Lives Matter, all lives matter, and then, you know, again, the other side is the same thing. It's like, oh, we got to protect business and capitalism in the country. And again, both are right. Both are fucking right. But the reality is that, you know, they have, you know, literally push certain agendas on each group, so that we're fighting against each other instead of fighting against the government, instead of fighting against, you know, the oppressors, instead of fighting against the corporations, instead of fighting against the police that are, again, right now, as, you know, the left and the right are fighting against each other, the police are literally burning cars, breaking windows, and doing all kinds of havoc and blaming it on us. You know what I mean? Like, come on, people, what the fuck? Wake up, people. You know what I mean? Like, are you kidding me here? So, I mean, look, at the end of the day, you know, I feel great because I'm out here and I fucking saved myself. I talk to all my friends and family back home, you know, whether they're in Miami, California, Utah, New York, Montana, fucking Idaho, you name it. You're fucking Texas, you're all over the place. But, you know, there's some of you guys that are hunkering down because you're looking at, you know, what's going on as an opportunity, and, you know, I applaud that shit all the time. But there's a lot of you motherfuckers out there that are, you know, all of a sudden you guys are fucking messaging me all the time like, damn, you were fucking right. Damn, you were right all along. Shit, I should have fucking listened to you. God, I can't believe I'm fucking whatever. My God, I can't believe this turned so quickly. And especially a lot of people from fucking Miami that, you know, again, a lot of them were removed from communism, and they know communism very, very well. And all of a sudden now they're seeing themselves in communism, you know, whether it's the riots or whether it's the fact that now everybody is, you know, uber controlled, and if you're going to go to the market, you got to stand in line, and you got to wear a special mask, and you got to do a special protocol, and then, you know, you're only limited to buy a certain amount of goods, and blah, blah, blah. You know? So, you know, whatever. But again, I hate being that guy's like, you know, and by the way, see, look, again, we have, you know, again, somebody in the room right now, Justice Charge for whatever, I don't know who that is, but anyway, someone's saying justice for George Floyd. And again, it's not about justice for George Floyd. Again, I feel bad for that guy. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, not just justice for him, justice for all of us. All of us. All of us that are still fucking alive. Okay? Justice for those that are dead, too late. Way too fucking late already. We need justice for us that are alive. How many people are falsely imprisoned? How many people are falsely accused? How many people got their lives ruined because, again, the cops. I got my life, in a sense, ruined. Thank God I was able to fucking save myself, all right? And you guys have, know exactly what happened to me. The whole thing is very well documented on this channel, but, my life was on the verge of getting ruined. You know what I mean? So everybody, almost everybody out there, Opie, very well documented. There's a lot of you motherfuckers out there that your life has been ruined or really fucked up because of these fucking cops. And again, we're here, just focusing on one thing. No, man, we should be focusing on all of us and focusing on the fact that this thing is beyond wrong and we need to fucking fix it now, yesterday, all right? And work together on all this shit. Oh, okay. Oh, hi, Pearl. Yeah, I didn't know who it was you. Sorry about that. But anyway, but yeah, no, I mean, again, you know what I mean? Like, no, man, we need to, it's about justice for all of us, man. The dead and the alive, not just, that guy. And again, I sympathize, with black people all the time. I already went through all that, okay? The fact that I was raised with them, all right? And I sympathize a little more with them, all right? Unfortunately, than even sometimes, my own fucking culture, right? Because I was raised in fucking Miami, all right? And that's just the reality of it. But, the thing, a lot of fucking people used to make fun of me sometimes in fucking Miami. It's like, bro, you listen to so much hip-hop and you hang out with those guys so much. What are you, black? You trying to be black? And I'm like, no, bro. These are just my fucking friends. These are just my thing. I actually, have more in common with, my black friends than I do with your dumb ass, you know what I mean? Fucking Carlos Mencia, fucking white guy wannabe. You know what I mean? And that was just the fucking reality of it. You know what I mean? Why? Because I have always been, like, don't tread on me. I have always been, fuck the oppressor. I have always been, you know what I mean? Like, listening to George Carlin, anti-government, anti-fucking, oppression, anti-tyranny, anti-all of this stuff. You know what I mean? Because, again, I was raised by my dad. He was a political prisoner. He was a history teacher. You know what I mean? I got a lot of fucking, bricks over the fucking head from my dad, as to fucking, to realize what the fuck is going on. He would tell me all the fucking time, hey, listen, you got to learn what they teach you in school, but only to pass the fucking test. The reality is that if you want real knowledge, you got to pick up a fucking book, and you got to question those same teachers, and you got to fucking question authority, and you got to question, knowledge all the fucking time. And yeah, if you know for a fact that, A is the real truth, but B is what they want you to take on a test, well, you know what? Then you got to do B, pass the test, get your degree, get your situation situated, and then once you're situated, then you use your fucking position to let the knowledge spread, about what's really going on. And that's what I've done, you know what I mean? Like, again, my dad passed away when I was like 21. A long time ago, all right? A long fucking time ago. But yet, the impact that he has made on my life, and not just that, but in turn the impact that he's made on so many others' lives is beyond insane. And so that's the same thing I try to do here. My shit could end tomorrow, but it doesn't matter. I've already made an impact, you know what I mean? I know that I'm making an impact. All the videos that I've made, all the knowledge that I've spread, everything I'm doing, even if I just affect one person, that's enough, all right? To realize what the fuck is going on. Which is, again, the fact that, these, just like George Carlin has always been saying, these motherfuckers don't give a fuck about us. They just, we think that we have rights. We have no rights. All they do is fucking stomp on us. Whenever the fuck we go and declare, hey, I have a right, they fucking quickly remind you don't got no fucking rights. And they fucking, every single day, they take more and more and more away from you. All right, like, again, right now, right before these fucking riots started, they took it all. They took it all away from you. They took it all, and they gave you a fucking stinking $1,200 check to shut the fuck up while they took away all of your fucking remaining rights. And now look at everything that's playing out, and we're here just fighting over semantics. You know what I mean? Like, oh yeah, we got to fight over this guy's life. No, we got to fight over all of our fucking lives. They're all at stake right now, and we should not be divided. We should be together. All right, and we need to fucking right now. Anyone that's trying to divide or thinking a divisive thought, we need to bring it all together. We need to bring everybody together. Okay, Martin Luther King style, fucking Gandhi style. We got to fucking work together. Peace, love, and harmony. Peace, love, and harmony is what we fucking need. All right? Because at the end of the day, they're still going to use their violence. They're still going to fucking use their aggression. And we need to fucking defeat this shit, okay? And if we're fighting amongst each other over stupid schematics, we lost. we've lost a long time ago, all right? And that the reality is that we lost a long time ago. And what we're witnessing right now is a slow, calculated burn of the American empire, of the American state, of the American everything. And what's going to be taking over? China. And again, I'm not saying like China, like literally the Chinese culture, Chinese ideology, Chinese whatever, it's what's taking over. If you can see, you can see this shit right now in front of your face. You know, what's coming to the U.S.? You know, look, you're already seeing everything that they're doing in China, they're doing to the U.S. people right now. Everything from fucking kidnapping you from your house for thinking the wrong thing. Everything from fucking, you know, forcing vaccination on people. Everything, because you can see the videos, they're doing it all over the U.S. right now. You know, everything from the, you know, everything that they're doing from the social credit score, you know, from, and I can go on and on and on. You know, we're now going to be following that model. All right, it's not the American model anymore. We're not following the Chinese communism, totalitarian fucking model of human, you know, control. That's how we're gonna fucking control the rest of the world. That's the NWO agenda. You can see it all across the world. Again, you know, you and me and most people out there, you know, no matter how poor you are, you know, you are in the 0.01% of the human population. Remember, there's billions of people out there, and there's only millions of us. Okay, so everybody else out there makes nothing. Like what, $1 a day or some shit like that? We make a lot more than $1 a day. So the reality is that most of us out here, we're in the 0.01% of the population. Everybody else falls into the 99.99% of the population. So as the NWO agenda, all right, starts taking hold, what are they? What is easy? And they want everybody to be equal, you know, communism style, right? You know, NWO, fucking 1984 style. Everybody has to be the same. What would be easier for NWO, for these people in power to do? To bring everybody in the 99.99% all the way from bottom, you know, poverty, beyond the negative poverty level, bring them up? Or would it be easier to bring that 0.001%, which is you and me, all the way down to meet the 99.99%? Oh, well, you already fucking know, all right? And that's why you're seeing the destruction of our society, not just in the U.S., but all over the world, okay? Whether it's fucking, you know, Europe, you know, whether it's, again, any first world country is falling apart. Because, again, they want us all to be equal, okay? And the only way to do that is to bring us down a notch, to bring us down to the fucking level of everybody else. So when a lot of people ask me, well, why do you live the way you live out here in Mexico? Why do you know, you could be living so much better. You could, because right now I'm soaking wet. It's fucking storming outside. I live in a shack, for crying out loud. But people ask me, it's like, why do I do that? Well, why? Because I'm, in a sense, getting myself mentally fucking ready, and I have been for years, even before I came out here, in order to deal with what's coming. Because as this shit is coming, well, guess what? I've already been living in squalor, and when I'm going to be able to trade this fucking coin, you know what I mean, for a fucking real good house, a real good property, a real good whatever, I'm going to be sitting pretty. But in the meantime, I'm going to be, you know, living in squalor while everybody else is getting used to that shit. All right, and I've already been used to that. I've been fucking born in this shit. But a lot of people, they don't know. They won't even be able to get used to it. A lot of people are not going to make it because they're not going to get used to it. And that's the thing. Those are the survivors, man. The survivors are really people that are going to be able to survive this shit. And how are you going to survive this shit? By, again, you better start getting used to a lot of this shit. You know what I mean? You better start getting used to things getting worse and worse and worse and worse. You know what I mean? I'm not fucking sitting here and pretending like I don't have a penny. I'm not going to sit here and pretend that like I'm a millionaire, because I'm neither. You know, but the reality is that, you know, I could be already living better in better conditions, but I choose not to. I'm choosing to, again, you know, bring it down a notch a little bit more and more. And every single fucking chance that I get, I buy another silver coin. Every chance that I get, I buy a couple bucks of Bitcoin. I fucking buy an extra tank of water. You know, whatever, you know, things to fucking defend myself, okay? I'm not going to get into details on that. And so on and so forth. Why? You know what I mean? Because I already see what's happening. I already see the direction that we're going. And it's like, well, I'm just going to be ready. In fact, not only am I going to be ready, I'm going to be fucking trying to stand on top of my own fucking pile, all right? While everybody else is fucking, you know, fighting amongst themselves. Which is what we're seeing right now. You know what I mean? And there's a lot of people out there that are preppers, that have been doing a lot of the same thing that I've been doing for even longer than me. And they're all these people that are preppers and shit like that. They're just sitting back, you know, waiting and waiting and waiting. All right? And that's the position you should be in right now. And then once the whole fucking dust settles, once the whole fucking thing blows up and everything settles, then you're going to be sitting real fucking pretty. Okay, but that's assuming that you're doing the work already, or been doing the work for a while, or starting to do the work right now. You know what I mean? But, you know, that's basically it, man. That's basically it, you know what I mean? When I don't fucking have my, you know, AC, when I don't have, you know, certain, you know, luxuries, it's a reason for that. Because, hey, you know, there might become a time real soon in the future where they might just shut off the grid. They might just shut off the internet, electricity, and whatever. And what are we going to do in between? Like, again, I'm a little tech savvy. There's a bunch of tech savvy people up there. I'm going to be able to get back on. I'm going to be able to fucking broadcast. I'm going to be able to do certain things. But are the majority going to be able to? No, they're not. Because they don't know how. They don't even have a fucking idea. In fact, their internet goes out and they're fucked. They don't know what to do. So, it's a lot of things like that. You know what I mean? My internet goes out. Yeah, it's a pain in the ass, but it doesn't mean that I'm fucking shut up. It doesn't mean that, you know, I can't broadcast. I can't do my thing. You get what I'm saying? The power goes out. It doesn't mean I'm fucking done. You know what I mean? But there's a lot of people, again, the power goes out. They're done. They're done. You know what I mean? Like, so it's all about that, man. You know what I mean? Like, you got to prepare yourself. You know, it's all about, look, let's go to a Monday motivation right now. You know, it's all about the 5 P's. Proper preparation prevents poor performance. So, the more prepared you are to deal with this, the better you're going to perform. Okay? The reason you're seeing so much fucking craziness and chaos and havoc is because nobody's fucking prepared. Nobody knows what the fuck to do. All right, unless you're living in a rural area and you're living out in the middle of nowhere. Oh yeah, you've been doing this for a long fucking time. But anyone living in the city, oh boy, all right. Most people can't even fucking sleep at night anymore. All right, living in a city with everything that's going on. All right, so I mean, guys, you know this is the beginning. Okay, we have not seen anything yet. I mean, I don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. I don't know what's going to happen. I'm not going to sit here and pretend, you know, like to know what's going to happen the next week or the next, you know, the next few months or the next year. But, you know, we are, I don't even want to say slowly because we are quickly approaching, you know, whatever the fuck is coming down the pike, all right? Which is, you know, total chaos, you know, which is what they want, you know what I mean? They don't want you to be paying attention to what they're doing with the money, what they're doing to you, what they're doing to the world, no, they don't want you to be paying attention to any of that. They want you to be paying attention to your, you know, your fucking neighbor that fucking said a racist thing. Or you're paying attention to the fucking store owner that fucking did this or that. And they want, again, everyone to be fighting amongst themselves and all that shit. By the way, I lost the chat. I apologize. I know I was like kind of interacting with the chat, but like, you know, my fucking, I got shit broken. I got my tablet broken. I got things that are broken and I can't even get anyone to fix it. And my bicycle's broken. I can't get no one to fix it because, you know, again, businesses are shut down. I can't get no one to fucking fix my tablet. I just got to fix the little power thing here. I can't get no one to fix that for me. It's fucking terrible. I got my immigration shit that I got to do next week, and I got to go take pictures. And, man, I spent, like, hours yesterday just trying to locate someone to take my picture in order to get my photo ID for my, you know what I mean, for my fucking other ID. You know what I mean? It's like, Jesus, bro. Anyways, so all right, let me see. I want to read the chat though. I do want to read the chat. Maybe I can put it up on the screen for a minute because I have it on screen here, but I got it on my phone here. My phone keeps dying and fucking terrible. Anyways, yeah, because I want to see what you guys are saying, man. I want to see what you guys are saying. And I want to interact with you guys and talk to you guys about what's going on. How many viewers? Look at that, 22 viewers. Shout out to all 22 of you guys out there. Welcome. All right, let's see what we got here. Look at that. A lot of chat, a lot of people in the chat. We're just going to read a little bit of the chat. Sorry about the noise, you know. People are trying to get back to work. Oh, shout out to Crypto Hippie. Shout out to... Man, there's a lot of people. A lot of chat going on in here. Fuck. I don't know if I'm going to be able to fucking read all this stuff. The whole world is shut down, Queen gone, and Pope. 500 people gone for the new king. His words, the English blokes. Yeah, again, there's so much insanity going on all over the world right now. I mean, I can't even sit here to pretend to know everything that's going on around the world because there's just so much going on. It's like I'm only one man, and I'm out here. Look again, you know, a main reason why I'm not doing so many videos is not only because I'm helping a lot of you individuals trying to get over here, but I'm also trying to, you know, take care of me, my horse, my wife, you know what I mean? My fucking family, man. Because it's it's go time. It's fucking go time right now. And like, I'm not going to fucking sit here and pretend like, you know, I'm 1000% ready. You know, I'm never going to feel 100% ready. So, you know, I mean, that's basically what I'm doing. Just getting ready, man. It's like, wait until the masses realize the real looters are the Rothschilds. Yeah, exactly. You know what I mean? You said it. You know what I mean? The real loot. I mean, again, there's a fucking thing out there that is, hold on. I think this is. Do I gotta pause this? Hold on. Okay, it's paused. But yeah, there was a meme out there that was basically saying, amateur looters. And you were seeing just a bunch of people on the street looting, and then you go professional looters, and then you see like all the Rothschilds and all the political people and all that shit. Like, yeah, everyone, it's just amateur hour out there right now, man. Like, are you fucking kidding me? You know what I mean? All right, well, hold on. Shout out to MJ. Thank you so much for that $10, MJ. I appreciate that so much. That's gonna buy me and Christian some tacos, as soon as deliveries open up again. But seriously, thank you so much for that. I appreciate that. All right. Shout out to everyone out there. But yeah, let's see. Let's just read from the bottom up, okay? I think it'll be easier. Nano Joe says, anyone else notice the size of protests going on around the world are 12 times larger, and what we're seeing in America pathetic? Oh yeah. Again, there's so many protests. In fact, I'm pretty sure it was the last live stream that we did that we were going through all the, all the protests. We were going through all the protests. Basically going from, protests in France, Hong Kong, Belarus, whatever. We were going through all the protests, And yeah, these protests did not go anywhere. They're still there. They're alive and kicking, whether, you're in Chile, all over South America. They're happening all over the place, In fact, I think that's why Mexico is starting to open up, and Mexico is starting to fucking, deal with this situation because, they don't want any fucking rioting. They don't want any fucking destruction of Mexico here right now. You know what I mean? Remember, Mexico is armed as well, okay? We got the cartels. They act as a militia. Nobody trusts the government out here. So, they're also trying to keep the peace out here, okay? So, just that's what I see with Mexico. But there's a lot of countries around the world that don't have guns, that don't have any power, that don't have anything. You go to Brazil, you go to Chile, you go to a lot of countries around the world. Again, France, Hong Kong, And I can go on and on and on and on. And the riots and the Germany, a lot of places in Europe, the riots are beyond insane, and that makes me so happy. And again, it's not rioting, the protest. All right, I don't want to confuse either or, but. Whatever, the protests that are happening, and yeah, what's happening in the U.S. in a sense is pathetic because we are destroying our communities. We are destroying our. Again, they're not. They are not doing it. We are doing it to ourselves. Okay, because again, all these agent provocateurs, they are choosing. Okay, either they're Bernie Bros or Antifa, and they're choosing to burn it down, or B, they're getting paid by an agenda, whether it's George Soros, whether it's, it doesn't matter, but they're getting paid by an agenda to do this, or C, they belong to the agenda already, like, the military, or, again, the National Guard, the cops, and all these other individuals that are, again, destroying everything. So it's like, yeah, it is pathetic to see what's going on in the U.S. In fact, what's going on in the U.S. is very similar to what was going on in South Africa. If anyone's familiar with what was going on in South Africa just a few years ago, and I'm pretty sure it's still happening right now, where, again, the black people just fucking, took over. And they started burning down all the white people's stuff. You know what I mean? Their houses, their homes, the people, and yeah, and that's not looking good. That did not end well. There's a lot of shit going on there, and we're seeing a lot of the same thing happening now. So, yeah, and again, we're punishing the wrong people. We're going after the wrong people. Again, they're punishing people defending their businesses, and they are praising and allowing other individuals that are rioting, spray painting, destruction, destroying. They're praising these individuals. In fact, if you go to the mainstream media, all the mainstream media is doing is siding with the rioters and saying that what the rioters are doing is right. I mean, guys, the whole thing is fucked up. And Lucy is asking, what is Antifa? Well, I just was under the impression that most people know what Antifa is, but really Antifa is a group of ultra left individuals in the United States. Anyone that is labeled Antifa, by the way, what does Antifa stand for? Anti-fascist. Anti-fascist. But the reality is that they represent. This is their words, okay, not mine. They represent the ultra left. And if anyone knows what the ultra left stands for, it stands for fascism. In fact, what was Nazism? What was a Nazi movement? It was ultra left. So they are saying, oh, we are anti-fascist, but the reality is that they are full-on fascist. In fact, anyone that is labeled a Karen, anyone that is labeled, any one of these do-gooders, these fucking virtue signaling motherfuckers, they are Antifa. Anyone that was if you guys watch Project Veritas and you guys were watching what was going on with that, meaning that during the Bernie campaign, a lot of Bernie bros and a lot of people working for Bernie Sanders were basically saying, if Bernie does not get the nomination, you're gonna see this country burn. And guess what? Bernie didn't get the nomination. Some fucking guy that can't even put two words together got the fucking nomination. And guess what? We're seeing the country burn, and these are the same individuals that are out there. They're all documented. Remember, right now, everyone has a fucking camera, and a lot of people have two cameras, and whether it's their phone and some other camera, they're out there recording it all. Every single one of this stuff, all this shit. In fact, you're seeing cops, turning off their fucking their body cams because again, there's just so many cameras. Why do you need their body cam? But anyways, the point is that everything is out there, okay? We are seeing the agent provocateurs. We are seeing these people dressed in all black, destroying property, burning shit down, causing havoc. We're seeing the cops do even worse things. We're seeing the cops shooting at you, shooting at journalists, shooting at everybody. This is a fucking war zone, guys. And this is not stopping anytime soon. This is only going to get worse, okay? They're only going to implement even more harsher restrictions on you, the people, more stay-at-home orders, more, it's just going to get worse and worse and worse. And again, if it's not communist, if it's not communism, USA, the United Socialist States of America yet, if it's not full-blown communism yet, you're there. You're only just a few days away, a few weeks away from full-blown communism. It's already there in front of your face. And again, it's like, it's Antifa, the people representing Black Lives Matter, Antifa. By the way, you're seeing a lot of black people going out to the streets and saying, we are not represented by Black Lives Matter. We are not represented by Antifa. We are not represented by these terrorist organizations, which, by the way, Trump labeled Antifa a terrorist organization. And that, again, you can look at that however you want to look at it. You can just look at it saying, oh, the right is fucking labeling the left a terrorist organization. But in reality, again, remember, they all work for the same team. And what's really happening there is that they're labeling, flat out labeling everyone out there Antifa. So right now, even though there's a lot of people on the streets, maybe 80% of the people protesting for real, 20% causing death and destruction. Well, guess what? That 20% is now labeled, now that 20% is now representative of that 100%, and now everybody is labeled Antifa, aka, very soon you're not going to be able to even go to the fucking street because they're just going to straight up say, hey, you're out here causing trouble, you're going to be out here to fucking burn something or steal something or fucking loot or whatever, even though you're like, hey, I'm just going to go get some toilet paper, I'm just going to go get some food, I'm just going to the market, and then they're going to say, it's like, oh really? Where are your papers? Show me your papers. Papers, please. And you already seen this whole fucking thing being laid out. I mean, it's been being laid out for a long time, but even more so now than ever. When people were talking about Agenda 21, aka Event 201, that was something that was happening in late 2019, and a lot of people, as the coronavirus thing was developing, a lot of people were saying like, hey, look at the fucking look at what they did a few months ago, that they did Event 201, and now what's going on with the coronavirus, they're doing the same thing. Why is nobody waking up? Look at what they're doing, blah, blah, blah. Look, man, the reality of what they're fucking doing is that they weren't, again, everyone is right and everyone is wrong. So, why were they doing that? Because during the coronavirus, they wanted to make sure that they knew, remember, the people in power, they wanted to know who was wearing their face mask and gonna fucking not question the government and do everything the government says, and they wanted to find out who was gonna question the government the stupider shit got. Because, there's people like me and you that are questioning the government no matter what, but there was a lot of people that all of a sudden, as they started waking up, looking at a lot of the things that are going on, they started questioning the government. So they again, this is the government to see, they gave you all the conspiracy, they gave you everything, and then they wanted to see who was gonna fucking, keep shutting the fuck up and listen to government, and who wasn't. All right, this is all a test, guys. A lot of fucking people failed, and that's okay. You know what I mean? It is what it is. I didn't fail. They already known who I was. You know what I mean? They already know I'm anti-government since fucking long ass time ago. I'm anti-fucking, I'm anti, centralized power. I'm anti, all the shit that's going on right now. All right? And I'm not just anti-U.S. government. No, I'm anti-every fucking government. I think the people should fucking govern themselves and fucking, do things for themselves. But again, another conversation for another day. That's not what we're talking about here. And you can look at my other YouTube videos talking about those topics. All right? But the reality is that all this shit was a test, and it's still a fucking test. You know what I mean? They just want to see what group of people are going to be sympathizers with the government, and what group of people are going to be sympathizers with the anti-government movement. And that's the thing, they're playing it all out right now. You know what I mean? Because again, if there's enough anti-government people out there, well, guess what? You look at what's happening to the White House. Look at what's happening to D.C. Look at what's happening to, police stations and government offices all around the country. All right? And we would be, if there was more revolution in the air, you would be seeing a lot more of that. You would see people, not only at the White House, but you would see people trying to take over the IRS, trying to take over the Pentagon, trying to take over Area 51, whatever, but taking over the all these government offices and all these, all that. That's what, if there was a revolution, that's what you would see. But what are you seeing? You're seeing looting. You're seeing people, destroying their own property, their own communities, their own everything. And they're not really doing anything but separating themselves even more. They're making things, even worse for us, the people. Again, now we have two groups of people, the terrorist organization that works for the government and is fucking destroying everything like fucking, saboteurs. And then everybody else that is waking up and trying to fucking defend themselves and their property. And, you're seeing a lot of people now that they're begging for the government to interact, and they're begging for the military to fucking put a stop to all this shit. They're begging. And that's how all this shit always plays out. What they do is that they take you to the brink. They take you to the absolute fucking brink of fucking, again, you have a choice of like, please, let this torture stop. Like either kill me or make it stop. And, a lot of times they're not going to kill you because you bring in money. You're a taxpayer. So they're not going to kill you. But they bring you to that brink, and then they fucking say, okay, we're coming to save you. Not only did we bring the problem to begin with and created the problem to begin with, but now that you're on the verge of fucking suicide, you're on the verge of fucking, on the edge of fucking everything, okay, we're going to come in and save you. And by the way, this is a fucking technique that is not just used here, it's used in fucking your office or your workplace all the fucking time. Okay? Your boss uses that shit all the fucking time on plenty of individuals. So it's the same fucking mentality. It's just take you to the fucking brink, and right when you're about to quit, right when you're about to fucking burn the place down, like in The Office. You guys remember The Office in Milton, okay. Well, right when you're on the brink, at that point, they're like, okay, hey, we're sorry, guys. We're sorry. Here's a little raise. Here's a 10-cent raise, and we apologize, okay? Hey, take a 3-day weekend. We're sorry. And that's it. Because again, you were already like so tortured, so abused, so everything, that all you wanted was for them to stop. But they did a little more than that. Not only did they stop, but they gave you a measly 10-cent raise, and they gave you a day off, paid day off. So now, not only are they your saviors, but now you're gonna really bow down, and suck and serve and suck the, all right? And it's the same thing that we're witnessing right now, guys. Same fucking thing. You know what I mean? So, it is what it is, but it's the truth, though. It is the truth. Oh, hold on, we got somebody that wants to say something.
How dare you?
It's fucking government official. But anyways, all right, let me read some more of these comments. All right, let me see if we can. Yeah, man, my phone is fucking dead. The whole thing is dead. Let me see. Okay, there we go. But anyways, yeah, I want to just give a shout out to everybody watching out there. Thank you so much for being here today. I fucking love you guys. You guys are the best, man. I really do. But yeah, do you guys have any, any comments, anything you guys want me to talk about, anything you guys want me to cover so that I can cover it? Let me see if I can find. Hold on. Because I gotta get the chat, man, so I can fucking. I know I'm looking at the chat right now. We got a double chat going on, but this is. I like to interact with you guys, but sometimes when there's so many of you guys, hanging out here talking, it's a little hard. That's what she said. Ha! But anyways, yeah, man, the riots are fucking. Hey, by the way, you guys remember that movie SLC Punk? Great fucking movie. You guys should watch it. But that's the story of the typical American. That movie SLC Punk. You know what I mean? Thank God that things have changed to the point where, the ending can't really take place, and most people end up being that punk forever. But it's a great fucking movie. Oh, let me see. We gotta play some music here. Some music. Yeah, man. I need to take a 2-second break here. By the way, this is me. This is just me, all natural. Look, I still got my full coffee cup. Okay, so.
Bruh.
Anyways. Oh man, damn it! I pushed the wrong button. I was gonna put some music on. What's up with this music, bro? Jesus. Oh yeah, a lot of rain out here. Yeah, I already covered the rain earlier in the broadcast. I had the radar up. Thank God it slowed down. It's fucking humid as fuck right now, though. What's up with this music, bro? Jeez. You guys wonder why I fucking play Mega Man all the time. Anyways, by the way, why do I play video game music instead of real music? Because unfortunately, when I play real music, I get strikes. I get in trouble with YouTube. That's why I like doing the podcast, because I can play more of the stuff that I want to play without any, trouble from YouTube. Even though my videos are demonetized and I get in trouble all the time, I try to, minimize that as much as possible. I woke up this morning, another one of my videos got fucking taken down, blocked straight up. So, I get videos blocked all the fucking time, now more than ever, because people are watching all my older videos. So, YouTube is realizing what's going on, and, they're blocking it. But, the reality is, the reason I play video game music is video game companies don't come after people on YouTube. They allow you to use that music all the time, so that's why I use that music, okay? So, FYI. When is Merida reopening? Well, we're in the process of fucking reopening right now, but who the fuck knows? No one really knows, and that's not what this show's about, alright? The Merida stuff is on the other channel, and I'm about to do a video for the other channel talking about that, but the reality is that we don't fucking know. It's up in the air, and it is what it is, but I really do think that as the days go on, people are just gonna fucking go to the streets, open up, and tell the government to go fuck itself. Because we actually had the president of Mexico in town, and the president and all his staff, none of them are wearing masks, none of them are social distancing. In fact, Mexico has already ended it. So what's happening now locally is only the state. So again, the president came to visit it, and all his staff, and they were already back to normal, and the local governor was wearing the mask and looking like a fucking fool and looking ridiculous in front of all of Mexico and embarrassing the Yucatan and all that shit. So, whatever. You know what I mean? Like, at the end of the day, I don't get fucking harassed anymore. I mean, yeah, I gotta put on my mask, when I go to fucking the grocery store or anything like that, but I try to keep all that shit to a minimum. And again, I'm too focused on so many other things right now to do anything else. So it is what it is, you know what I mean? And again, the only thing I really want to do is go to the park, go to the beach, but now we have a hurricane on top of us and a lot of bad weather and a really rainy season. So it's like, whatever. You know what I mean? Like, whatever. I mean, I'm stuck at home. Well, I'm going to be stuck at home anyway because of the fucking weather. Well, I mean, whatever. You know what I mean? The only thing I really want to do is go to the beach, go to the park, go anything like that. But again, you can't even enjoy that in this kind of weather. So,
Bruh.
So much water. Just fucking water everywhere. All I can fucking do is just dream of the beach. And again, I even have a pool. Remember, you guys saw the video? I made a pool and I inflated a pool, but again, I can't even use that either. So it's just we're just suffering in fucking wet, humid weather right now. So everyone is suffering around the world in one form or another. Thank God that ours is just weather related. So when we see what's happening in the rest of the world, thank God that our shit is just weather related. So Even if it might be HARP, you know, it might be fucking HARP Hurricane or whatever, but hey, whatever. It is what it is, though. So, yeah. Damn, how long? Damn, how long have I been streaming already? Let me see. Oh, okay, an hour and 15 minutes. Okay, pretty good. I'm doing pretty good. I got my clients hitting me up. You know what? I'm gonna put this for a second. Hold on. I need to take a 30-second break. Okay, just they're gonna answer this real quick. But anyway, shout out to all of you guys out there. Shout out to every one of my viewers, all of my listeners. I fucking love you guys to death. As you guys already know, the full show is gonna be on later. I'm gonna put this to my podcast. I want to give a shout out to the Zoomer out there. I do a podcast with the Zoomer. We call it the Boomer and the Zoomer, and we do it every single Tuesday night and every single Thursday night. So Tuesdays and Thursday nights, 9 p.m. Eastern Central. Join me on YouTube. Links are at the bottom. It's not on this channel. It's on the Boomer and the Zoomer channel. And again, I'm doing all of this stuff too because I don't know if one day I wake up and my channel's not around anymore. So I got to fucking spread like the virus. You know, I got to be all over the place. So, you know, with that being said, you know, later after I'm done here, I'm going to be uploading last night's podcast along with this live stream to my podcast channel. Again, all you got to do is just go to Jose Arteaga, you know, just search Jose Arteaga on Spotify, on Apple iTunes, on your favorite podcast forum. Check us out, okay? So that's where I'm putting a lot of content right now. As you guys already know, my content is kind of like lacking on this channel. I'm always going to be doing my live stream no matter what, but the reality is that, you know, as you know, a lot of these things develop and all this stuff, it's a little harder for me to do it because I'm just preoccupied doing so much other stuff, and it's only me. I'm just the only one doing this stuff. So I don't have a crew. I don't have you know, a bunch of people helping me or working. It's just me, and I have my own, you know, my own business now per se, you know, which is what I do, which is helping you guys move out here. You guys, you know, figure out what to do with Bitcoin, silver. You know, I'm just helping you guys, and you know, I'm a consultant, you know what I mean? And that's kind of like what I do now, you know what I mean? I'm constantly helping you guys, and, you know, I'm literally answering shit on here. That's why I was a little late today. It wasn't just the weather. It wasn't just the fact that I had to update my stuff, but I was, you know, dealing with clients out there and beyond, you know what I mean? Like, I'm just busier and busier every day. And as things get worse, as things develop, I'm going to keep getting busier and busier every day, you know? And, you know, it is what it is, but what are we gonna do? We know we're not gonna sit here and cry, you know. We're not gonna just sit here and fucking cry, oh, woe is me, you know, none of that shit. You know, that's not what we do here. Alright? What we do is we get ready, alright? We fucking get ready for action. You know, we go out there and we fucking take care of business, and that's it. You know what I mean? That's what this channel is all about. You know what I mean? Like teaching you guys and teaching each other, you know, how to fucking survive through all this shit. Because again, we've been talking about this stuff for a long time, for years. We've been talking about this on this channel. I know there's a lot of you guys that are brand new here, but I've been talking about this shit for fucking years, and now we're here. We're finally here. And like, even though we don't know exactly how all this is going to develop and turn out, I mean, we have a really, really good inclination as to where we're going with this. I mean, again, you know what I mean? Like, the whole fucking thing has been talked about for a long time. And again, not just on this channel, but on other channels. And a lot of us already know. And so, you know, I can sit here and cover, you know, the news, you know, all the shit that's happening, you know, all over right now. But, you know, there's so many channels doing that. Also, I'm not going to fucking sit here and keep telling you guys the same shit that I've already told you, because you know what? The ship has sailed. All we can really do now is just comment on the current situation, what we can do from this point forward, which is what I'm trying to figure out as well, because a lot of us are trying to figure this out. I just have a little bit more insight and a little bit more, you know, experience with this, because again, I've been preparing and I've been fucking, you know, attacking this shit for years, which is what I've been trying to teach you guys, and a lot of you guys already know what's up. But, you know, the reality is that most of us, you know, all of us, you know what I mean? Unless you're the one, you know, the deep state motherfuckers that are actually controlling the whole situation, almost nobody knows what the fuck is going on. You can ask the smartest people, you can ask all the people that have been preparing for this moment, everyone out there that, you know, is a good talking point for this situation. We don't know. Most of us don't fucking know what's going on. But what we do know is that everything that we've talked about is true, meaning get your fucking gun, get your silver, get your food, your canned food, all right, or whatever. You know, get your fucking water. You know, get your supplies. Get your fucking supplies. Get your Bitcoin. You know, get your shit together, man. Now more than ever, because in the very near future, you know, what's really gonna save you is, you know, if you were able to get at least one of these coins, or if you got a jug of water, or if you got yourself a gun. Not if you fucking looted a TV. Not if you went to go loot some clothes. None of that shit. All that shit is gonna be beyond the worthless. Like about, you know, 5 seconds after it was taken off, okay, taken out of the store. All right, and that's just the true fucking reality of it. All right, but you know, that's the thing. You know, right now everyone is so brainwashed. We got everybody fighting against each other instead of fighting against the agenda, fighting against what we need to be fighting against. So, you know, it's fucking just ridiculous. But all right, let's see some comments. Let's do some comments real quick. Yeah, and by the way, I mean, the whole David Icke thing, I mean, have you tried using a VPN to access his website? Try using a VPN. Here, I'll show you real quick what a VPN is, in case anyone doesn't know. So go. In fact, use this one because this is the one that I know that is free. This is what I use. This is called Proton VPN. Okay, and what this does is it allows you to connect to another country so that you can access sites or access things that are blocked in your own country. All right? So you should check out Proton VPN. You can also check out on BitChute or on Library. You know, they're also on BitChute and Library. So yeah, guys. All right, let me see. Hey, did anyone else stimulus check get taken for child support? Mine got taken. I'm so bummed. I really needed that. Oh yeah. So anyone out there that owed child support, owed taxes, owed, you know, any kind of like money to the government, yeah, your stimulus check, if you didn't get it, it's because it got taken already. All right. If you owed anything to the government or any kind of thing like that, child support, alimony, whatever, gone. All right, gone. That shit was gone before you even got it. That shit, you know. So it's like sobrecito blando is like, I'm literally homeless, have been for 4 months now. Yeah, man. Hey, brother, look, I feel for you, man, and I hope you're okay, and I hope you find some help out there. But you know, again, you know, a lot of people that have been watching my channel for a long time, I was basically homeless too, and I had to make a decision: either A, live out of my car, or B, move to another country, aka Mexico. And that's what I did. You know what I mean? I was like, I'm not gonna be homeless. I'm not gonna be put in that position. And that's what I did. You know. And like, again, you guys can follow my story and follow my everything. By the way, Christian is here. She says hi.
Me casé con un bum, entonces.
Christian's like, what? I married a bum? It's like, now you realized it. Now you realize you married a bum. It's a bit too late for that. But anyways, but yeah, I mean, I made that hard decision, you know, years ago, and I came out here, you know what I mean? And I was able to save myself, you know what I mean? It was very, very hard, and it was, you know, I'm not going to fucking sit here and pretend it was easy, but man, am I glad that I did it. Am I glad that I made all those moves? Am I glad that I dealt with it? And yeah, man, you know, when I first left, I was a fucking runaway slave. Again, you guys can look at my videos, my past videos. I mean, I documented this shit. For years, I was fucking daily uploading, okay? So a lot of this stuff is documented all on YouTube, okay? Or on Library. Check out Library down below. All the videos are there. A lot of the videos have been taken down from YouTube because of YouTube, you know? But I've been documented this whole thing for a very long time. And yeah, you know what I mean? Like, I got out of Dodge before they made me a statistic, you know, meaning I was either living on the street or in a jail, you know what I mean? And so that's why I fucking did that. And again, look, again, you know, justice is saying out there, pay your child support, guys, or wear a condom. Look, I'm not a big proponent of child support and alimony and a lot of that shit, because I am a male, I am a guy, all right? There was a reason I was 1,000% single in the United States, because basically, again, if you are with the wrong woman, which in today's world, in the U.S. and Canada and a lot of places, but we're just talking about the U.S. right now, you know, everyone could be the wrong woman, because again, you marry somebody and they just take you to court just because they want to, and you lose it all. You know how many fucking people I know that have been paying alimony, okay, or child support, you know, for fucking decades, for nothing, because again, there's people that are still paying child support and their fucking children are already over 18. There's plenty of people that are paying alimony. How insane is that? How insane that you divorce somebody and you got to pay somebody $10,000 a fucking month? You know what I mean? Just because they divorced you, just because you married, and a lot. Look, man, I literally know a guy that is paying fucking alimony still. Okay, that wife cheated on him. Okay, the wife cheated on him. The guy is paying fucking alimony, and that wife is already remarried to somebody else, and he's still paying alimony to her. So no, man, I am not a fan of any of that shit. Okay, I am not a fan of any government entity telling anyone what they need to do. Okay, and I'm sorry for anyone out there that is in a situation like that, one way or the other. But again, this is all about we need to fucking take responsibility for our own fucking actions. Okay, that's it. We cannot be expecting the government, all right, to be fucking be responsible for our actions. That's fucking ridiculous. You know what I mean? We are humans. We fuck up all the fucking time. But if we don't take responsibility for our own actions, then we're fucked. And again, look, I know I get a lot of people that disagree with me, and I know I get that. I get a lot of people that disagree with me all the fucking time. I'm not pretending to make any friends out here. I'm just speaking my truth, okay? As a fucking male, as a man, as a fucking human that lives on this earth, okay? As an American that dealt with these situations already. And as a person that has friends and family that are dealing with these situations. You know how many fucking people I know, just like, hold on, where's his name? Because I don't want to get it wrong. You know how many people I know right now, just like Sobrecito Blando, which is he. I don't know anything about him. I don't know a fucking thing about him. But how many guys I know that are really good dads, really good humans, pay their taxes, do the right thing, do everything, but they just married the wrong fucking woman, and now they are labeled as pieces of shit because they have to fucking work their asses off, okay, in order to just pay child support so that the mother can use that child support to fucking use it on whatever the fuck she wants, while the fucking child is still fucking suffering and not even a penny of that. No, man, I don't agree with any of this. Yeah, and look again, Christian, being Mexican out here, we don't have any child support, we don't got alimony, we don't got any of that shit. But she understands, and that's why I love Mexico too, because out here people fucking they don't pretend that the government is here to do anything for them. They know full well that the government doesn't do shit except take shit away from them. Okay? And there's a lot of single mothers out here. There's a lot of fucking moms that fucking hate their husband and they fucking abandon them and all that shit. But guess what? Because they're not relying on the fucking government, the single moms out here, they can fucking make it. You know what I mean? The people can make it. And in fact, a lot of guys out here, again, there's people that have, more than one child and one mom. But again, it's like they now can like get divorced from a crazy person, male or female, and leave an abusive relationship, without having to fucking suffer for the rest of their lives. So, like I said, man. No, and again, look, Sobrecito, look, man, like I said, bro, I mean, I'm married to Christian only because she's a fucking amazing woman. All right, and we have a history, we have a situation, meaning that you can look it all up on YouTube. It's all documented, everything from the wedding, the whole thing. But the reality is that before I met her, I was not gonna get married. I was not gonna fucking do any of that shit. I'm not gonna do any of that crap. Are you fucking kidding me? All I was doing was signing away my rights and signing a death sentence. Here in Mexico, you know how things are? When I got married to her, they basically said, hey, you guys are already under a prenup. If you guys do not want a prenup, then you got to do extra paperwork and do an extra thing. Okay? So it's completely different out here. Okay? And again, I'm not fucking, trying to say that, there's a lot of dead, there are a lot of deadbeats out there. There are a lot of fucking assholes. There are a lot of fucking pieces of shit, men and women. Okay? But again, we need to take responsibilities for ourselves as fucking humans, as adults, and not allow, a government entity to fucking tell us how we should live our lives, how we should raise our children. I mean, come on, right now, right now I know Justice out there, she's, I don't want to fucking point you out there, but you and a lot of people out there are having difficulty with the government, meaning that you want to be, you want to homeschool your kids and you can't. You know what I mean? They don't even allow that. They're fucking, coming after you hard for homeschooling them. So again, how dare the government fucking tell us what to do and how to raise our children and how to behave and how to everything? Si tú quieres, pon eso en el piso, no te preocupes. So yeah, you know what I mean? Like, no, man, I'm not a fan. I am not a fan of any government anything, okay? And again, look, Justice, I agree with what you're saying, but I mean, are you in that situation right now? If you're in that situation, okay, I guess, you might have a shitty husband, a shitty situation, and that's why you're speaking that way. But unless you're in that actual situation, come on, you know what I mean? That's all I'm saying. Fuck the courts, fuck the system, fuck it all, bro. Fuck it all. I am not a fan at all. I am not a fan. It is straight up bullshit, okay? I am not a fucking fan of the government, and I am not a fan of them taking away your rights and them being owners of your children. And they can take away your children. They can take away your land. They can take away your property. In fact, okay, the latest statistic just fucking came out and said that more people lose stuff to police civil forfeiture than people getting robbed, okay? So literally, the police steal and take away more from the average American citizen than anyone that's going to come to your house and rob you. So again, and who are these police, and who do they represent? They represent the same fucking government that is going to come and steal your shit, okay? Whether it's through alimony or child support or fucking you owe back taxes or you owe this or you owe that or you owe whatever. No, man. And by the way, I don't fucking sit here and pretend like I don't, do my taxes. Of course I do my fucking taxes. You got to do your taxes, but you got to do them right. You know what I mean? And that's the thing. And just like you got to do all this shit right, or else you're just, enslaving yourself even further and further. Okay? It's as simple as that. You know what I mean? Like, I'm sorry. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not even, no, man. You know what I mean? Like, no, I don't agree with any government mandated anything at all. Period. That is not a free country. That is not, liberty. That is not freedom. That is not any of the things that, our country was founded on. And those people that cannot understand that, again, that is why we are in the nanny state that we are in, that where we need the government to help us with this and help us with that and help us with this and da. You know what I mean? And by the way, who's paying for all that shit? The rest of the world. Who's really paying for all that shit? The fucking taxpayer. So again, the more you have, the more you gotta pay for everything else. For everyone else. You're paying for that Social Security. Again, like it's not good, man. I'm not a fan. I am not a fan. Okay, so there you go. See, you're saying, no, I'm widowed. I don't have a baby daddy. My children are taken care of. But I do believe men need to be men when it comes to their kids. Look, I agree with you. I am not disagreeing with you. But again, who is going to determine whether that man is being a man? A fucking judge, okay? And that judge doesn't know anything about the man and the woman in the relationship. And in fact, most states, you can look at the state bylaws, most states have to side with the woman. So even if the woman is, by the way, I mean, there's all kinds of people dealing with this shit. Look at, if anyone knows Dwayne Wade, he is a basketball player. He played for the Miami Heat, but he was from Chicago, and he had to deal with this all the time. He is a player for the Miami Heat. He's one of the greatest players, in Miami Heat history. He's an amazing fucking player, amazing dude. I want to get into all the fucking, conspiracy theory shit on that guy, okay, and all that. But the point is, he was a great guy. His wife was a crackhead. His wife was fucking abusing the kids, abusing the system, abusing everything. But because Chicago, okay, sides with the mother, the judge literally, had to choose between Dwayne Wade, a millionaire that was playing basketball, had every single resource, okay, to him in order to take care of his children and his family, and then the crackhead that was using all the fucking money that Dwayne Wade was giving her for crack. Okay? And who did the judge side with? The crackhead. So no, man, I'm done. I don't want to fucking hear it, okay? In any fucking case whatsoever. If we had a working system, then maybe I would be a little bit more sympathetic with that situation. But unfortunately, the system is beyond broken, and that goes for everything, not just alimony, child support, and all of these other things. But again, you get a broken taillight, which, by the way, you get pulled over by a cop, the cop breaks the fucking taillight, and that's enough to arrest you and put you away forever. Once they fucking lock you up, they're like, oh, wait a minute, this guy might be, we're looking at him, and he by our estimations, he might be dangerous, even though he's not, and we're gonna just fucking keep him in jail indefinitely because, whatever. So that goes with everything, and that's why I don't fucking agree with any of this government overreach. I don't agree with any of this, nanny state, government fucking state where, where they not only tell you what to do, but force you what to do. And again, oh, and by the way, look, Callie, I don't want to get into that right now, okay? You guys can look all that stuff up for yourselves, okay? I am just here for entertainment purposes only. I got my fucking plastic horse. I'm just having fun. I'm doing my thing. If you guys don't believe me, which you shouldn't believe me on anything, you guys should do your own fucking homework and your own research on this, then go ahead and do it. You could just look up Dwayne Wade, go to Google, Dwayne Wade Dwayne Wade, that was Kobe, the Kobe, because Kobe, got falsely accused of rape. I don't want to get into that one either. But again, just look up Dwayne Wade divorce case, okay? Dwayne Wade divorce case, and it's all there. And again, it might not be crack. It might have been heroin. It might have been some other drug. I don't know. I don't care. I'm just giving you that as an example, okay? And there's plenty of examples like that all across the country. And again, I'm not defending deadbeat dads. That's the last thing I'm doing. I'm not defending deadbeat moms either, okay? I'm just fucking saying that no fucking, government entity should decide for anyone. Okay? Period. End of story. That's it. Okay? Unless, you know what I mean? Like, there's like a real situation. And again, it needs to go a little further than what it goes now. And right now, everything is done by laws. And all these laws were put there by men with other agendas trying to fucking push a certain ideology across the fucking, across our nation. And that's simply what it is. So, I mean, we got to look at all that shit, okay? Because if we were just running on the straight up Constitution, we would not be living in a fucking nanny state. We would not be, living in this condition that we were in. And what? You're going to fucking tell me that we didn't have deadbeat dads or fucking pieces of shit fucking people back in the 17 or 1800s or ever? I mean, come on, man. You know what I mean? And again, if you look at history and you look at whatever, and I'm talking to everybody out there. I'm not just talking to a certain, Cali or anything like that. Love you guys and all that shit. But the reality is all this stuff has been going on since even before Roman times. Right now, what we're living in the American society is just a continuation of Roman society. Okay? And if you really want to go look at it, again, World War II never really ended. Germany never really lost the war. All that shit just got fucking transferred over here to the U.S. And again, look at Operation Paperclip, look at NASA, look at MK Ultra, and I can go on and on and on and on and on. Okay? So. And again, Callie, you're saying is like, oh, so we should have no law and live in anarchy. Listen, anarchy is also not understood. The only thing anarchy means is to live without rulers. Meaning, I am not going to rule over you, and you are not going to rule over me. That's all anarchy means. But that word has been bastardized, just like conspiracy theorists, just like a lot of these other fucking words, okay? No, man. You know what I mean? Yeah, I am I would be considered an anarchist by its true Latin definition, its true Greek Latin definition of I don't want to be ruled, and I don't want anyone to rule over me, all right? And yeah, our founding fathers laid that shit out too as well, all right? And we are so far removed away from what our founding fathers originally had. We cannot recognize our country right now. Period. All right? And that's it. You know what I mean? And like, it hurts, man. It hurts as an American. And it should hurt you guys as Americans as well. That's why you're seeing a lot of the shit that you're seeing on the street right now. A lot of the rioting, a lot of the civil unrest, because people are basically.
We are sick and tired of being sick and tired.
And that's it. You know what I mean? Come on. And then there's people out there fucking saying,
how dare you?
What do you mean, how dare I? You know what I mean? Are you fucking kidding me? What, I cannot be outraged by the State of the Union right now? Like everybody else? And I gotta fucking pick a team and only be outraged about one or two little things? No, man. I'm outraged about the whole fucking thing, just like everybody else should be. All right? And anyone that's picking a team, man, you are not helping. You are not helping, okay? It should be team human right now. It should be team all of us, all right? And we should all be fighting for all of our rights, all of our freedoms, our country, our everything. Everything that every fucking soldier fought for, all the way going back to the Revolutionary War, all right? And that's what we need to be fucking fighting for right now, is our liberties, our freedom, our rights, our everything, okay? Not, the freedom and liberty of one group of people, or one certain individual, or one little whatever. No, man. It's everybody, all right? Everyone. Every color, every race, every gender, all right? And by the way, there's only 2 genders out there. Yeah, I said it. I fucking said it, all right? All right, me and every other scientist on the fucking earth. All right, there's only 2 fucking genders out there. All right, so I mean, come on, man, get the fuck out of here. You know, jeez, man. You know, like people. By the way, Callie, I know you fucking do this on purpose. You know, you are the greatest fucking cranker. You know, all you do is crank me up, man. You motherfucker, you crank me up. You know, you crack me up, but you also crank me up. ¿Qué?
¿Quién es Cali?
Un señor que...
No.
Él fue el primero que se compró la máscara de COVID.
Ah, el esposo del artista.
Ya. No, otro.
Ah.
El que le falta la pierna.
Okay.
¿Sabes? ¿Te acuerdas, no? Oh, yeah, Callie, Christian was just, you know, saying hi and stuff like that. She was like, oh, who's Callie Picker again? And I was like telling her who. But anyways, yeah, I do it. Look, man, I still have my. By the way, I'm full gasoline right now. I got a fucking tank full of jet fuel. I still got my coffee. All right, I have not even smoked my blunt. All right, nothing. All right, okay. I even rolled an extra fat special one. All right, today. No, man. You know. Anyways, you know, I'm saving that for later. You know. So, but anywho. I got Christian behind the camera, you know, fucking making funny faces, you know, making me laugh, you know. But yeah, man, look, I mean, honestly, look, I appreciate all of you guys, every single one of you guys, you know, no matter what, you know, if you agree or disagree with me or whatever, but definitely, you know, again, even, you know, especially Callie Picker, man, you know, like, it's, you know, get me riled up, man, get me to fucking talk about this shit, like, for reals, you know, because, I mean, really, this is how I feel, and I think a lot of fucking individuals out there feel the same exact way, you know. Look, man, for a long time, I was M-Tau, you know, MG Tau, whatever. What is it, like men going their own way? You know, I didn't even want to. You know, I was against women, and I didn't want women or none of that shit. But you know, as I fucking woke up from that stupor, and I realized, like, no, man, that's not what. It's not about that, man. We're all getting fucked right now with no Vaseline, and we all need to be fucking coming together, and we need to be fighting back our oppressors. All right, that's what we need to be doing. We need to be fighting back and pushing back against our oppressors. But what we're actually doing is that we're fighting against each other and oppressing each other even further. All right, and yeah, man, that's not going to end well, man. Again, you know, this has been very well documented in history over and over and over again. In fact, what is happening right now, in my opinion, honestly, what I really do think is happening more than anything else is the fact that, you know, right now, what's happening with the U.S. is that, okay, the U.S. has been putting sanctions on so many countries around the world for fucking decades already. You know, when they put sanctions on Iran, they put sanctions on Venezuela, they put sanctions on Iraq, on Russia, they put sanctions on Cuba, they put sanctions on all these countries. Okay. So a lot of people just don't understand what all this stuff is, and I'm not going to fucking sit here right now and go through all that, okay? I've talked about it in other, you know, you guys can look that up. But the reality is that what's happening right now is that the American government is putting sanctions on the American people. So right now, everything that's going on in American society right now at this particular moment is all caused because the United States of America put sanctions on its own people. Okay, because every time that they put sanctions on any country, on any populace, you see the same exact thing. Everybody is in turmoil. Everybody is all of a sudden supplies are limited. You see a lot of stores and shops closed. You see everybody in quarantine. Everybody has some sort of curfew. You know, everybody has to go to the store at a particular day, at a particular moment. You got to wait in line just to get things like toilet paper or coffee or water or sugar or whatever. Okay, and that's why I say it's turned into a communism. But again, this is the same exact thing that happens when we, the United States of America, puts sanctions on other countries, and then you all of a sudden you see the media go to these countries and say, "Oh, look at this country, it's deteriorating, it's falling apart. It's all because of the president." When the reality is, you know, the president of a particular country, whether it's Syria or Cuba or Iran, when the reality is that all that was caused by the United States and the sanctions that were put on there. So again, right now, everything that's happening right now is caused by the United States imposing all of these fucking things on its people. And the people right now, as they're going out there, you know what I mean, and rioting and protesting, you got to remember, there's so many people that have been stuck in their homes for months, without jobs, without money, without any kind of fucking hope, without anything, and then all of a sudden they see a few people going out breaking shit, you know, kicking the face of a fucking police officer here and there. Well, guess what? Everyone's like, well, fuck this.
We are sick and tired of being sick and tired.
And they're just fucking going out there and laying the fucking their own law. You know, laying down the fucking, you know, the peace or whatever, you know what I mean? Or the looting or whatever the fuck it is they're doing. You know, it's just people they're being brought to the brink. And that's exactly where they want you. Because once you're at that brink of mercy, then guess what? They're going to offer the solution. And what's the solution in this case? Hey, we're bringing in the army, and the army's going to fucking, you know, lock everybody down, and it's for your own good. Trust me. It's for your own good, guys. And everyone's eating it up. Everyone's like, oh, yes, please, 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 give me more. Please, please. So, that's where we're at, guys. That's where we're at right now. Sorry, just trying to. All right, let me see where we're at. All right, let me see where we're at. How long have we been? Okay, so we got 1 hour and 46 minutes so far on the live stream. So we're gonna dedicate the last 15 minutes to just a little chat. All right, with you guys. All right, if you guys have any questions, you guys have any topics you guys want me to discuss, the last 15 minutes. All right, we're gonna do a little question and answer session. We're gonna go through that. Okay, so let me see. Look at that. Kelly Picker's like, you should see the lunch that I just ate. Big French dip, posted picture on Discord. Okay, we're going to check that out. By the way, yeah, oh man, that looks good. Yeah, you know, by the way, so Christian, you know, we've been eating like French onion soup, you know, me and Christian, you know, I made some French onion soup the other day. Same kind of thing, you know what I mean? Like I boiled some meat, all right, and made some stock. I used that stock to make some French onion soup, and yeah, you know, we already ate all that meat, but I was just telling her last night, fuck, man, I could really go for a Philly cheesesteak right now or something like that. So that looks amazing. Yeah, man. Look, you want to see? Oh, sorry, I got all these cables. I can't even move the computer. ¿Puedes verlo ahí? Ese es un sándwich y ese es como la, viste que oscuro.
Sí, parece melaza.
Yeah. She's like, yeah, the stock for the French dip looks like molasses. That looks amazing, brother. Yeah, man. So I mean, look, I talk about it all the time. A lot of people ask me, what do I miss about the U.S.? What do I miss about the United States of America? The reality is, the only thing I miss is the food. All right, whether it's a fucking In-N-Out burger, or whether it's an authentic Philly cheesesteak, or whether it's a New York style pizza, or that's what I miss, you know. And I definitely cannot get that shit out here, you know. Not yet. But that's something I really do miss. Okay. Oh, by the way, Debbie, no one is blocking any message. If your message is not being shown on screen or on the feed, that is YouTube blocking your message. So shout out to YouTube. You know, thanks for watching, YouTube. We appreciate you guys. You know, anyone that watches. You know, I'm red pilling. You know, I'm red pilling YouTube censors right now as well. That's my intent. Because as they're watching my video to censor my video, I'm red pilling them because I'm talking all this truth. Okay. But yeah, if your thing is censored, meaning if you type something and it doesn't show up, it's because YouTube censored it, and there's nothing I can do about that. And that happens all the fucking time when people leave comments. Oh yeah, by the way, so if you ever leave a comment and you never see me respond, you don't even see it, okay? Like, you might see it from your account, but you don't see it on another account. Like if you log in with another account to see if your comment showed up, that's YouTube. And YouTube doesn't even notify me, doesn't even show me, in fact, sometimes they notify me. I go to look at the comment and to give it a heart and, you know, respond, and it's just gone. I can't even find it anywhere. All right, not even in my what is it? You know, the things that I work on, you know what I mean? Like the behind the scenes YouTube studio situation, I can't even find it there. So that's YouTube straight up fucking censoring you guys. It's fucking crazy, man. Brandon Gamble says, do you consider yourself an anarcho-capitalist at heart? Can you ask the lovely lady to do a tamale recipe? I love you all. Oh yeah. Okay, yeah. She says, we just got to get to the ingredients. Remember, things are a little difficult at the moment, but yeah, tamales are definitely on the, you know, we got that on the menu, all right? We got tamales on the menu coming up, all right? By the way, I made empanadas. I made she made empanadas. She made guacamole. We made a few things. Check out the other channel. check out this channel and check out the other channel for all the cooking videos and all that stuff. But yeah, we're gonna work on tamales as soon as we can. The thing is, in order to make tamales, we actually need the actual corn meal masa. Right. We need the leaves. You know, we need all that shit. But you know, the place is actually closed. You know, in my neighborhood until it opens. Because that's another thing too. They're closing up all the small little mom and pop shops. You know, they sell all. Again, I used to get all my fruits and vegetables from the market, and now I got to get it from Walmart because they closed the fucking market. You know, again, they're squashing the small businesses and allowing the bigger. Anyways, you guys already know. But yeah, that's about the censorship there too. Let me see. Oh yeah, somebody was asking me. Oh yeah, so anarcho-capitalist thing. Well, in the definition of what an anarcho-capitalist is, yeah, I guess I could be considered that. But the reality is that I don't want to be considered anything. I don't want anyone to be considered anything. I think everyone should just be you. You know, no one should be labeled anything. You know, by you being labeled or you labeling yourself, you are automatically, giving in to the system and saying, hey, I am in this team, I am part of this group, and, that's it. You know what I mean? Like, this is my ideology, my thing. And there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, well, we can see what could be, what is wrong with that because of the environment that we're all in right now. But the reality is, the older I get, the longer I live, the more I realize, like, I don't really want to be labeled or put into any kind of group or anything like that. But in the definition of what a lot of people put out there, let's say like Jeff Berwick, I love that guy. He considers himself an anarcho-capitalist, and I would also be an anarcho-capitalist by that definition because I believe in anarchy by true definition, meaning anarchist. Anarchy is to live without rulers and to not rule over others, okay? Just everybody take care of each other, all right? The community set the rules, the community takes care of each other, the community, does all that, okay? And then capitalism, yeah, I'm a straight up capitalist. Capitalism has also been bastardized, and a lot of people out there on the left, and a lot of people are like, oh, capitalism is the enemy, capitalism is what brings everything down, capitalism is the worst thing in the world, and the reality is that could not be any further from the truth. Okay? Bye. The reality is that capitalism is actually our fucking friend. Capitalism allows freedom, free markets, allows, we need capitalism, okay? We need to have more than one business, more than one product, more than one corporation, more than one individual selling the same thing. We have to have the right to open up our doors and sell whatever we want to sell, and so on and so forth, okay? Now, yeah, I agree that we do need a little bit of rules and regulations for certain things. We don't want people to fucking go out there selling poison and killing people and all this shit. But, that's another conversation for another day. But very minimal. Very, 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 very minimal. The reality is I am all about free markets, free capitalism, and allowing everyone to do what they want to do. As long as you don't hurt anyone, you should be able to do whatever the fuck you want. If you want to be a drunk and an alcoholic, go for it. As long as you're not hurting anybody, that's what you want to do it. You know what I mean? Like, and again, if you want to go on the street and sell pens all day, you should be able to sell pens. A lot of people get killed in the U.S. because they're selling loose cigarettes or pens or whatever. Okay? So yeah, I'm all about capitalism, and I'm all about anarcho-capitalism, I guess. You know what I mean? So yeah. Yeah, I'm all about don't tread on me, man. I'm a don't tread on me type of guy. All right, that's what I stand for. Yeah, okay, so yeah, exactly what Nano Joe said. Nano Joe is saying, YouTube's algorithm picks up certain words in the chat and will auto-delete your comment. That is 1,000,000,000% correct. That happens all the fucking time. So just be careful. That's why you see why you see me speaking, in tongues sometimes, and you see me, spell things out a little weird, and because it's exactly that. We're just trying to beat the robots. We are smarter than these fucking robots and algorithms. That's why, no, man, I don't want to fucking hear. If a fucking algorithm or a fucking robot beat you, then you should fucking question your tactics, okay? And you should hit the drawing board, reassess your situation, and go at it again. A robot should not be beating you, okay? Especially a fucking dumb algorithm, okay? Run by a bunch of fucking lefties, all right? No, man. Seriously. Come on, guys. So, again, most likely that's what happened, all right? We need to just, So, how do you post a picture on Discord? Just pop it in there. Just drop it, okay? Drop a picture in there. But yeah. Yeah, okay, look, I'll put live chat. Okay, I don't know. I mean, at the end of the day, look, live chat, top chat is about the same shit. Doesn't really matter. See? All you got, Debbie, all you got to do is just get the picture and drag it onto Discord, and that's it, into the chat, and then that's it. That's all you got to do. Easy peasy. All right? Just drag and drop. Yeah, but look, I see Brandon Gamble saying, in the true free market, corporations won't exist. Corporations are a result of government. Not really. What a corporation is that, let's say that, okay, for example, if I'm doing business, I'm on my own, I'm just me. I can incorporate and become a corporation to protect my private interest. But the reality is, what a corporation is that, let's say that me and Lambo want to do a business. So in order for us to do a business, we need to create a corporation, okay? So that we can work together, and we have, we can use the legal system in order to help us, in case all of a sudden there's a disagreement or there's some sort of breach of contract, XYZ. That's what all these things are for. That's what a lot of laws, original laws, and a lot of corporations and mandates, things like that. That's what these things were for. They just got bastardized and turned into something completely different, where now every single human is a corporate entity. Every single human is a piece of property that is owned by your state. Your birth certificate basically says that you are owned by the state. Your birth certificate means that you don't own you. The government owns you. The government is your trust. The government decides for you what is best for you. And that's not the way it should be. You should be able to decide all that. But that's the world that we're living in right now. But yeah, the whole corporation thing, again, it's a lot of the all of this stuff is misunderstood. Okay? So, but that's the thing, though. We need competition. The more competition we have, the better we have. The thing is that right now we have no competition. You got to remember, even though we have a million companies doing all kinds of things. In fact, you can go to the grocery store and you have 17,000 cereal products or 17 million fucking brands of fucking coffee or whatever. But the reality is like, if you really go look at the paper trail, you realize really quickly, all of these coffee companies are owned by one corporation or two. All of the cereal companies are owned by one or two corporations. All of the toothpaste is made by one company. All of the everything, all the glasses on the world is owned by one company, and so on and so forth. Okay? And yeah, the reality is that we are lied to, and we think that we live in a free society with lots of choice, a capitalist society with lots of choice, but we don't live in that. We live in a society where they tell us what to do, what to buy, everything. We have to buy everything with company dollars at the company store, again, on the slave plantation. Try buying shit out of country. Try accessing things out of your country. All right, you need a VPN. You need special everything. Okay, permission. So again, a lot of this stuff is really, a lot of these things are misunderstood. That's the reality of it. Da-da-da-da-da. All right, let me see. Okay, here we go. What's the message? Birth control, abortion, LGBT lobby, gender ideology are all funded and have been created by those Luciferian elites as a method of social engineering and population control for their own benefit. Yeah, I know. We've all talked about that. But the thing is that, look, it's not about Luciferian elites, okay? It's about all the elites, okay? There are so many, okay, that all go to, that all belong to different factions. Everything from the black nobility to the boule, to again, the Satanist out there, to the straight, there's all these groups, and they're all, and it's not just since the 1960s, man. This was way beyond that. Way beyond that, okay? Look into Martin Luther. Look into the Protestant Reformation of the 1500s. Look into, go into the history, okay? Look into what Jesus, okay? Jesus, the guy that got fucking put on the stake, what the fuck was he put on the stake for, okay? Literally for saying a lot of the fucking things that we're all saying right now, Okay? So, again, this goes back way further than the 1960s. This goes back way further than even fucking Jesus, okay? The Romans did not want to fucking kill Jesus. But the Romans were told, you got to fucking kill Jesus because the money lenders fucking told us to do so. Okay? And the Romans they didn't understand why they had to kill Jesus. They didn't want to kill him, but they had to because they were told to. Just like we're seeing today. Same shit. Keeps repeating over and over and over and over and over again. Okay? Let's not forget that. That's why we gotta stay focused. Stay focused on the real big picture here. Okay? That's really the reason. That's really what's going on, man. None of this is same for anyone that plays sports or looks sports. It's the same fucking playbook. It's the same play over and over and over and over again, and nobody fucking realizes it. Again, it's like if you're playing any sport. You're playing football. And every time I go, hut, 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 and I throw the ball and I score a touchdown, I'm going to keep throwing that ball. Until I throw the ball and it gets blocked, then I'll pick another play. But if I keep throwing fucking touchdowns, bro, I'm going to beat you 178-0. I don't give a fuck. You know what I mean? And that's what they're doing to us. They're beating us 700 gazillion-0 right now. All right? And they're using the same fucking play over and over again. Since forever. Since forever. All right? No, and by the way, Debbie, look, again, I don't want to, whatever. I mean, you're right, but that those feminist ideology, birth control, abortion, all that shit goes way back. Way back. Do you think that feminism is only like a new phenomenon now? Feminism was going on back in the Roman times. Look it for yourself, man. Feminism is nothing new. None of the shit that's happening is new. The only thing new right now that we know of are computers, okay? These things that we have in our hand, these fucking, this ability to fucking communicate with the rest of the world, this technology, this computer tech, that's it. TVs, the TV programming, that's it. Electricity, that's it. Just stuff like that. But back in Roman times, they had plumbing, they had the Republic, okay? Because again, the Republic that they had back in Roman times is the same fucking thing that our founding fathers set up, and so on and so forth. Feminism, pedophilia, all of that shit was going rampant back in Roman times. What the fuck you think brought down the Roman Empire? Okay? So, there's a reason that we write about, they wrote about that shit in the Bible. There's a reason that they talk about Sodom and Gomorrah. There's a reason that all this shit was, okay? And yet we keep repeating the same mistakes over and over and over because we as humans think that we are unique and that what we're going through right now, nobody has gone through. Oh my God. Hold on. We're the only ones in the whole world that's ever happened this to and blah, blah, blah. And nobody has ever gone through this ever. We are so unique and we are la, la, la. No, man. No. All right? This has been going on for a very long motherfucking time. Okay? And I know, Debbie, I know you're agreeing with me. I know. But, that's the reality of it. You know what I mean? It's the same old shit. Same old shit. All right? So, anyways. But, okay, guys. I think I'm going to end it there because I got work to do, okay? I actually got shit to do. By the way, I love doing these shows. I love hanging out with you guys, whether I do them at night with the Boomer and the Zoomer or I'm doing them here live on YouTube, during the week on Wednesdays. I love this. This is really my disconnect from all the craziness that's going on. It's you guys. It's this show. It's these things that I do. And I'm really going to start, I'm starting to figure out what I'm going to start doing from here forward. I think I'm going to start doing a lot more live streams. So please, guys, look, if you guys love my content, love this show, love this stuff, hit the bell icon right now. Go to the, on the channel, hit the bell icon because I'm going to start dropping more videos. I'm going to start doing a lot more random things. I'm just going to start, if I see something, I'm just going to go live and do the show and all that stuff. And the only thing I'm going to have on schedule are things like this and things like the Boomer and the Zoomer and just a few other things. But for the most part, I'm going to see if I can start going randomly live and just, putting out content as I need to put it out there, okay? So please, stay tuned. Hit that bell icon so that every single time that I put anything, drop anything, you get notified immediately. Even if you don't watch it right away, that I drop something, you can watch it later. You don't have to rely on YouTube, and the subscription feed and all that shit because as you guys know, a lot of the stuff that I say and that you guys say gets censored. So, this is the way that we can always, try to stay on the same page and all that good stuff. So, all right, guys. Well, I want to give a shout out to everyone out there. Shout out to MJ. By the way, thank you, MJ, for the $10. Appreciate you. Shout out to Callie Picker for buying the COVID 1984 mask. If you guys still want to buy those masks, go right ahead. I got the link down below. It's a COVID 1984 mask. But again, I don't think I think racism cured the coronavirus. Who knew? Who knew racism was going to cure the coronavirus? But whatever. Regardless, that it seems like it's cured. It seems like it's cured in Italy too. They said that they don't have any more coronavirus cases and they're not going to have any more coming up. So anyways, shout out to Callie. Shout out to Opie motherfucking Taylor. Shout out to MJ. Shout out to Brandon Gamble. Shout out to Lucy. Shout out to, let me see, Debbie. Shout out to Luke. Shout out to Nano. Shout out to, who else? Joe. And everybody else, okay? If I missed you, I'm sorry. Love you guys. You guys are the best. Don't forget to please like, please subscribe, please share, please stay awesome. But please, more than anything else, don't fight amongst each other. Try to unite everybody. Use love now more than ever. That everything is full of hate and fucking, just horribleness. Now is more than ever we need love and understanding and caring for our fellow man. All right? So please, guys, do your part, okay? Thank you so much. I love you guys to death. I'll see you guys real soon. And you already know, worst case scenario, I'm going to see you guys on Wednesday. But again, Boomer and the Zoomer tomorrow night, and just keep checking out, okay? Just hit that bell icon so you don't miss a thing. Guys, I love you. Peace out, and laters. Bye. Lambo says bye too. Oh, and Christian says bye too. Bye.